Welcome to the Tone Jerks Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Recording this one in the flesh today.
We are here. We are 7 feet apart. We just want to be safe.
Yeah. Just to be, one for good measure.
I think if anyone's going to give me the COVID, it's going to be you.
I think you would give it to me.
What?
I don't go out.
Come on. You're going to do me dirty like that?
Yeah, you're going to fuck me over.
Oh, yeah, I totally would.
Oh, you totally. I would sell you out.
If I learned I had it, I'd be going everywhere. I would go first hit Walmart and then Target and then Home Depot.
You would
all of them.
Go everywhere to get it and then just go over to my house and just stay there.
Make sure you get it.
All right. What's new, Kyle? What's shaking? What's growing? What is good?
All right. So I got a list here. Let me look at it.
Like, what did I do?
All right. So
well, you're staring at one of them.
It's not really, I guess. I'm working on that Telecaster body. Mm-hmm. That this is super exciting, by the way.
Yeah,
better buckle yourself in. I got some neck plates. I got a neck plate for that, and then I'm like, fuck, I have some other shitty neck plates that I use for other guitars. So I'm like, might as well buy more. So I bought 3.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I only needed one extra.
Well, because you needed
one other.
You need one for the blue telly. So the blue, and
yeah. Okay, so I have the proper amount, I guess.
Yeah, the blue telly with the sonic pickups and country harness has just like a no name, no brand.
I think it's a Squire one
plate on it, and you're like, I can't have that.
No, it looks stupid.
I need a Fender plate.
I need a Fender one for a. I mean, it technically is a Fender guitar.
Yeah, it's made in Mexico Fenders.
But all my other guitars that actually have a Fender Corona made in Corona plate, aren't actually made in Corona.
And no Fender parts on them at all.
No, there's that's true.
Actually,
the Fender, on the Meteora, those are Fender Shaler
tuners.
Yeah, they have maybe they're not Shaler, but they're the Fender locking.
I think they're Shalers. Yeah.
So those, yes.
So it has 2 Fender parts on it. It's like you made a point.
No, it's got 6 Fender parts. There's 6 tuners there, you idiot.
You made sure to get Fender neck plates. That's one thing I'm like, who cares? But you're like, okay, no, you did have some fucking shitty ass I have powder coated black one.
Yeah,
that had like some name brand on it.
Yeah, it's the 90 or is it 920, which they do harnesses.
90210.
Yeah, they do harnesses. Like why? Why do you make neck plates? I bought it.
Why'd you put your dick name on there?
I don't know why I got that.
Anyways, but yeah,
I think I just was stumbling. I'm like, oh, that one's black. And no one will ever notice it says fucking a brand name on it. But that's the other alternative. So you go with the name brand, right? Uh-huh. You go with a blank one, which looks stupid.
Blank man. Yeah.
Or you go with one that says like hot rod, or like you go. Have you seen those that are like laser etched?
Got skulls on it.
Yeah,
this one has a mushroom because I like to get trippy.
Exactly. This
you know that I like to smoke pot? Well, look at the back of my guitar.
This one's got a Corvette because I like to go fast.
That's the Corvette flag.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
I also have it tattooed on my chest.
Think about it. The V, like the Fender Custom.
Yeah.
V is like the Corvette or like the Cadillac.
Yes,
it's like
I'm sure a lot of people who have Corvettes also have to be like,
I know. They're
just
like,
get that.
I gotta get a custom.
The custom shop.
Yeah, they're fucking the blues lawyers. They're driving home from their firm, and they're like, gotta stop by the factory.
I need to go put it in my vet.
I did that factory tour last year on company
time. We had a couple Stellas, with the boys. A couple cold ones.
Fucking couple Red Bulls.
That is the type of drink they would have, and they think they're getting reckless.
Oh yeah, fucking hang out with the boys.
Red Bull vodkas with the boys.
Fucking unbutton my tie and hang out with the boys.
Still have the tie on.
Yeah, exactly. Just loosening it up.
Anyway,
so
neck plates, huh?
I got the neck. Well, I'm seriously thinking of like what I need to do to build this guitar. I got some time. I just want to get things going. I did buy a neck. I think we'll talk about it when it comes in.
But you got that on the way.
I wonder when it's going to come in because like when I bought it, I got it from Warmouth.
Oh, right? It's from Warmouth.
I love Warmouth necks. They're so easy and they're done.
They work.
Yeah, I have so many. I have like a bunch of Warmouth necks, but it took forever to actually get it into my cart to actually check out.
Really?
Because they're in Washington. They're like ground zero, I guess, maybe. I don't know for this shit.
Yeah.
But they had it where you could look at stuff on their website, but you couldn't check out. You couldn't put it in your cart and check out. So it was like a week and a half of like, do I check?
Like a Hotel California.
Yeah. So fucking dumb.
Your eyes, you're like, you fucking asshole.
I think I lit up for a second like, oh, that's so dumb. So like, yeah, they had it where you could look at everything.
You can check out anytime you want, but you can't buy. I don't know. You can check out anytime.
It's so dumb.
All right, you can reel that back.
So anyways, yeah, and I had looked at the neck like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, now I'm ready to buy it. Yeah. So I had loaded it up and then it popped up like, oh. And it didn't tell me why I couldn't check out. It just said, you can't check out at this time.
It just Clippy comes up.
Yeah. It looks like you want to buy this.
We don't want
too bad.
We don't want your money.
Exactly. There's some tips on how to fuck yourself.
Do you really need another guitar, Nick? I don't think so.
Just sacrifice one of the other ones you have.
I bet you look like the type of motherfucker that has a bunch of guitars that you don't play.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, wow, Clippy's.
Oh, you're getting a little aggro there.
He's getting aggravated with Corona.
Anyway, so yeah, I finally got it in there, and I was like, it had popped up, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna buy it," because it was a neck.
I never know when my chance is gonna come up.
It was a showcase neck, so it wasn't like a custom one.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I'm gonna buy it now.
Yeah,
because if I remember, if you custom order with like a clear coat on it, it's like almost $200 more. Poof. So I think this one was cheaper because it's a showcase neck.
Yeah, it's like so one of theirs like.
Yeah.
One of their like, I don't know, you'd open box or never returned or something like that.
Possibly. Mm-hmm. And it was like, the only option you could do was like the size of the tuner holes. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to pick the ones I want, but it already had like the stuff I wanted.
Yeah.
So like, and it looked really good with the body with my super crazy Photoshop skills. You know, fucking don't at me with that shit.
It's a free app. It has like watermarks on it. You're like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking free app.
But yeah, you got that coming. So you'll talk about it a little bit more when you get it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
it's on its way.
Yeah, once I look at it and stuff, but I've never bought one that has a clear coat. It's already been coated. So that's a little teaser for you guys.
So we'll see how that works
out. Close your eyes. Picture a neck with a clear coat on it.
Stay tuned, folks.
Ooh.
How will Kyle get out of this one?
We'll see if it ever arrives.
Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
All right, so we talked about me picking up a Strymon Big Sky.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, which is really crazy because like I didn't even wait a week before I bought a Strymon Timeline.
Yeah.
So I have this.
Yeah, so it was. I think the episode aired, and then we were like, "Oh, cool!" And I think even on that last week, we were talking about you should just get one. I know you really wanted one. And you're just like, "Fuck it, I'm buying one." It was almost like a couple days after we recorded. You're like, "Fuck it, I'm buying this."
Yeah, and it was from the same guy.
Yeah. You had mentioned that. Yeah, the guy had it up, and you're like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, so I hit him up afterwards. I'm like, "Yo, you still have this Strymon?" And the guy's like,
"Are you Strymon?" Yeah.
Yes, I did say that. Sorry, Strymon Timeline.
Oh, I like that. I like that better.
Strymon. I asked him, and he's like, "Are you the same guy?" Oh, I asked him like, "Hey, dude, what's up? Is this still available?" And he paused. He's like, "Are you the guy who bought the Big Sky?" I'm like, "Hell yeah."
You know me, man.
So I got it for a good price.
Yeah.
Still. So
yeah, and he said like, "Oh, you're cool, so yeah, we can do that price." I'm like,
yeah.
How does he know you're cool? Oh yeah, since you're a cool guy, yeah.
Since you had the original amount of money, I guess. You're cool.
Since you had the agreed upon like lowballed amount.
Exactly.
And you showed up half an hour late and then made me wait outside. Like,
but this time
at night, like in a random like
parking lot.
Like, you're a cool guy.
Next to a closed Starbucks.
Yeah. So you can't even get a drink.
Or use the bathroom or anything.
Yeah. He said, thanks, man. You're a cool guy. I'm like, not really, but yes, thanks.
I'm glad you think so. Yeah, but I got it for a good price. I got it for $350.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good.
They go for about what, $375, $380,
$375 up to like $400 to $375. I guess. So
you got it lower than anywhere you've seen. So how? Because I know you're still into the Big Sky mode. You're only about a week and a half or so into that. How you're about a week into the timeline? How are you digging that?
Yeah. Learning curve is still, I'm just kind of like scrolling through, but I'm still finding stuff I like to play.
You've never really had like a big delay like that.
No, I can't even think of a delay that I have. Some of my walrus delay, bellwether.
The bellwether's a big delay pedal.
Yeah.
And it's good sounding, but it's an analog delay.
Yeah, it's analog. It's like
and even your
Rocket Brigade.
The Sagan delay. There's also another one that's a big one with a lot of knobs on it, but there's only one delay sound in there. This is like your mega delay, and this is like kind of the one up there with the DD500 and Eventide shit. So it's up there. It's like it has what 12 or so different delays you can choose from, and then within each one you can change all this shit. So,
and then I'm just scrolling through the presets to see which ones I like, and I mean, it's nuts. I'm trying to like determine or like to dive in and see what the difference between them all is.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to go through. So you're familiar with analog delays.
Yeah.
Digital delays? I guess
built into Reason.
Yeah. And then, not real, but like faux tape.
But they're digital delays based on like real tape delays.
But I guess you're not too familiar with actual digital delays.
No,
because digital delays the whole thing is like between analog delays or whatever. Digital is like yes, they both repeat, and some of them can be changed to the same milliseconds or whatever.
Yeah,
but they have like the degradation of each one is so different. It's like tape has a lot different degradation, a lot dirtier and stuff like that, and then even the warmer ones of analog.
But digital, there's no
degradation. It just gets quieter. It just like so it's cool for certain parts. And so I guess you're in it now. I was thinking of like, I think you did borrow my DD500 before I sold it. I think I did, but you were only going through the presets. You weren't trying to make your own.
Same thing I'm doing with this really expensive one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's different. I mean, it is. Yeah, I mean,
I just really wanted them. I'm just exactly. Hang them on the wall.
100%, you wanted it, and that's what's cool about it. You'll get a kind of a crash course of delay on the delay of the delays.
I also have a DM2. That's right. I have a delay.
Yeah, so it is an analog delay.
And I messed with the carbon copy, which is also analog.
So having digital and stuff like that. So like. You have tried and played around with the DL4, which is similar.
Yeah.
Line 6 wise, it has your different delay, whatever's options in there. So yeah, it'll be cool. I mean, I would think of like when I go through and try out these big multi effects in a box kind of pedals, I kind of have a sound in mind first, which is different and not necessarily a good thing. Because I'm trying to get this to make a sound in my head.
For you,
I'm trying to get this to do a good sounding analog delay at 300 milliseconds that I can use in a song. I don't want too many repeats, blah, 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 blah. And then I need to have this spring sound of the reverb, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, can it do that? Whereas you're not going for a sound. You're just trying them out, which is cool. So you're kind of at the point you're just seeing what you get. And like, you have a lot of like, you posted a meme, I think, of Alice going down the well or whatever. It's like, you're not even scratching the surface of these things. And you have two.
Falling down like the rabbit hole and you're just waving like, bye.
Yeah, you have two of them. So it's not only just delay, but it's also the reverb. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. It's a good way to spend a lot of time just trying to figure them out.
And I've still been messing with them into the DAW. But I think I need some modulation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I really don't.
It would just be cool to have that.
I have plenty of I almost said outboard modulation. Like this, like these are their own computer
It's a computer you can stomp on.
Yeah. But I have plenty of modulation outside of this.
Yeah. I mean, chorus, you have great chorus pedals, phaser pedals, and
vibrato pedals.
Trem, yeah.
Yeah, I have everything. Fuck.
So, phaser, or not phaser, but flanger. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have everything you need in some way. Are you just going to try and find stuff that you don't have? I don't know. See, I don't know. Maybe you can come up with cool sounds that you don't.
Maybe, yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah. That, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to. That's what I'm like saying. Like you and I would approach something like that completely different. To me, I'm like, can I get this to sound the way I want? I wouldn't be like, what can this thing do? Can it do something else? That's why I think I'm a little at loss for those bigger pedals, because I'm like, I'm not trying to just have this, find new sounds for me.
You're trying to find that one sound.
Or I'm trying to have it work for me.
Yeah.
And not to have like me play
That's
to the...
not what your pedal can do
for you.
What you can do for your pedal.
Yeah. I'm like...
Oh, it's dumb.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, I don't want this thing to... Yeah. Like, if it does... Like, I'm like, yeah, it can do all these things. I don't give a fuck. Can I do this? It's like, that's a bad way to think. I'm like, oh, it has all these crazy options. You can make you play differently. I'm like, I don't care, but does it do this one thing? It's bullshit.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. That's a hell of what's new.
I think,
yet again, like last week.
Loan them to you for a little bit after I have my way with them.
Yeah, no, totally. You need to, because they're kind of your...
Yeah, but I want you to feel them out, because they do. I think they do some really cool. As I'm just scrolling through, like dual delays, like you were talking about. There's a song that you have where you play where it has like a...
It's like a syncopated pattern delay.
Yeah, you can do that with it. I sort of find out how to do it exactly like what you want.
Oh God, I figured out how to do it in my Fractal. I gotta open that pro. I basically found out how to do it and I saved it. It's not even that hard. It's like, I think there's dotted delays, I think dotted quarters, and then mixed with like, they have like a 3 repeat, and then eighths have like, I think a 8 repeat. So it goes like and then going back and forth. And so it goes but it sounds like the delay's going back and forth.
It can do that.
3 delays that
it can do that, because I came across one of the presets. I'm like, oh shit, that's really close. But it does a little differently, but it's almost like the Edge, like his kind of delay.
Yeah.
That's what you can do that with this. And I'm like, fuck, I kind of want to at least dive into that real quick and figure out how to do it, and then go, okay, I want to make my own sound out of it now, just to kind of see how this machine, how this
the machines,
fire up the machine, how this pedal actually works.
It's done with multiple delay pedals, and it'll be cool. You just got to figure it out, and that's like the one that is often like, that's the goal line, is to like, can we beat that? And I think the DD500 comes really fucking close, and it sounds great. Even like on paper, it's a better pedal. Like, it's higher bit rate and stuff like that. It has, I think, whatever, and it's a more intuitive screen. It even has a USB out, so you can all that shit. But it's still like, people prefer a timeline over that. It's like, could you imagine bots like, why? What's the matter with you?
We gave you everything you wanted.
And it's cheaper. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Why don't you love me?
So that's with the pedals. And then today, and last week, I worked on the El Camino and ran into some problems. And then your dad's been a huge help. Finally got it working. So put the new carburetor on last week, and there was an issue with it. Your dad had rebuilt it, which was great. I was going to do it, but as I looked at the many parts that came with the rebuild kit, I was like, I'm going to take your dad up on that offer of him. He offered to rebuild it. I'm going to make it seem like, oh, Dan, I want to do it, but I'll let you do it.
Is that like Tom Sawyer it, or is that Huckleberry Finn? It's like, he's painting the fence.
Yeah. There was an issue. It was an older carburetor. It had been left to sit
Yeah.
And couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. I gave it back to your dad, and he figured out why it wasn't. Gave it back, and runs great. I spent like 8 hours today probably working on it. And then it's like, all right, well, that's, we checked that box. Let's move to the next one. Mm-hmm. So I went through like 4 different things and solved things today. So it was like a good win day.
Get that
on the El Camino.
El Camino back on the road.
Yeah, fired up the. I have a pressure washer.
Kyle's a road dog.
Yeah, low dog. Fired up the pressure washer. Started clean off the like road grease.
Yeah,
from that, because that thing like it used to leak like a sieve.
Yeah.
Now it's, I think, well, we'll see. Once I get it heated up, we'll see if it starts leaking again. But it just coated in fucking oil.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But started pressure washing that shit, and looks good and runs really good now. And a couple more things I gotta do, but I'll be back up on the road. Back out on the road.
Getting up on there.
Yeah. So good win. What's new with you?
Chalk one on the W side. Let's see. So the Ranchita sold from last week. We mentioned it from Justin.
Nice.
Sold. Yeah. A couple days after my demo was released. So
nice.
Not saying it.
It sounded really good, by the way.
A lot of people,
that demo was awesome.
Helped get that thing sold. So I'm just joking that I'm taking the credit because
because you didn't build that guitar.
I did not.
Let's take a step back here, Mr. Big Head.
I just made a video.
No, but I think you showed like its potential of like a guitar that like you could play this and make it sound good. Mm-hmm. Like this is me playing it because you're a shitty guitarist. Like,
yeah, there you go.
I'm like, how am I gonna make fun of you?
How can I nag him?
Yeah, exactly. No, and I think you did a good job. So
yeah,
bravo to you, Brian.
Thanks. I got some good feedback on it. It was Sean Wright. He was saying that like, guitar demos are pretty boring. He's like, I don't. He's like, I wasn't gonna watch that, and then I watched it. I'm like, it actually was interesting because not a whole lot of of talking of like. If you want to read you just scroll down and you can read all the details about the parts and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then kind of just made the main points. It has these cool, look at it, pickups and has tuners. Let's play it. So going into a song. And then to me, I was like hesitant to be like, this could be pretty long. It's about like 9 minutes. But I'm like, if you can show all the pickup positions, which that one had 5, through clean, crunch, and high gain, it was good enough and people dug it. So got good feedback. So it's something that I'm like, maybe, I don't know, if we ever down the line, people want to be like, have you demo a guitar or something like that. So you can show that off. You can show pedals and stuff. I definitely need to get more into pedal demos that aren't drive. So I'm noticing that's all I've done so far because it's kind of the easiest one, or ones that aren't dirt. So I've done distortion, I've done overdrive, and I've done fuzz. I'm like, I should do
some time-based ones or maybe some modulation.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking on now. And I'm like, that's what's going to be like, I need to, what am I going to do for a song? So that'll be interesting.
I have this really good pedal.
A timeline. Yeah, that would be a really long video. But
or you know what? There's this one pedal called a Mobius.
And that is a lot
of... You buy it, though. And then let me have it after.
Let me put it on my collection board.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was cool. It was good to be a part of that sale going. Not that I did a whole lot, but it was good to be. Let's say that I helped with that.
Some feel good shit right there.
Yeah, so that was cool, and I got some good feedback on the video. Anyway, and then this is kind of these kind of go together. So I've been having. I think we've mentioned it on Patreon and whatever, but I've borrowed a TV from you and a monitor for my computer setup, and I'm able to get going and working that way because my monitor is at LG being repaired.
It's like Best Buy up in this bitch.
And then you had an old TV. I had a 32-inch TV that I was using as a secondary monitor, and then you were kind of just tripping over this 40-inch TV.
I had like a 40-inch just sitting on the ground.
I'm like, you know what? We're going bigger, baby. So I have this huge fucking TV. And I'm like, it's fucking sick. It's a fucking sick-ass setup. It's like as big as my fucking desk. But that all to say, it's like, okay, this is what I'm working on for either just computer, and then I have that TV set up, and I dug out an old Nintendo Wii.
Nice.
Playing Wii. It's fucking sick. It's an old fucking console, and to me, because I'm so out of playing video games, like to me, I'm like N64 was the latest I think I had. I had PlayStation 2. but I didn't really have any PlayStation 2 games. I had PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1. I think Grand Theft Auto Vice City was like the last like PlayStation 2 game that I had. I don't think I really had any others. Anyway, I'm like playing my sister. I talked to her and she's let me borrow her Wii that she doesn't use. It's like I don't play this.
Damn.
So yeah, it's just Mario games. That's all she gave me, and that's like the best Nintendo games. Are the Super Mario Brothers, so it's like new, and then Mario Kart, Mario Party, and then Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I am really into this game.
There's a second one?
Mm-hmm. So I'm not even anyway, so this is what I've been doing this week. Kind of like, oh yeah, I did a video like maybe a week ago, so that's kind of giving me some what's new guitar stuff. But mainly this week I've just been a fucking dumb piece of shit playing Mario Galaxy. It is so sick. I think I posted in the tone control and people are saying like, that's one of the best Mario 3D games that you've. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm really digging it because I don't know. It's like I guess like I said, the last real Mario game that I played was Mario 64. This is a huge jump. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. So I'm doing that and I'm wasting time and I'm like looking up on YouTube to find like how do you beat this boss? It's fun and it's a cool distraction. So I'm like, I understand why people play video games.
You didn't buy the strategy guide?
No. Yeah. Did I go to
Prima's strategy guide?
I went to my Blockbuster and got it. It's fucking sick. So this is what I'm doing. I'm like, still got another 12 or 14 stars to go till I can fight Bowser. And then
oh god,
I don't know if I should complete the game or not.
You should always complete the game.
120, I think there's like 110 or 100 something stars that you can get. So it's like 50 or 40 more than you need to complete the game. And you're like, yeah, get every single one. Some of these, okay. So
not about complete the game, but you at least beat the final boss.
Yeah, but the completing it is what I'm thinking of actually getting everything in the game.
Jesus,
I don't know how I want to do that. Yeah. Anyway, saying this, and it's like, it's a kid's game. Mario games are like kids' games. And I'm like sitting there and I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, fuck! And then some of the Wii, because Wii was the one where you like kind of pointed at the TV as well. And this is like a Mario game, so they're kind of implementing the whole like motion control or whatever with the Wii remote. Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
Because of Wii Sports and stuff like that. Like I said, I never played video games like after a certain point, because once I kind of got into high school, I'm like, I don't play games anymore. So if I'm playing games now, it's like Super Nintendo, like that Nintendo Entertainment System or whatever, the one that's like HDMI. I'm kind of getting into the old games, but like to me, I think Wii is like, man, this is great graphics. These graphics are killer. How can things can get
you're like 20 years?
Yeah, I'm like, things can get better than this. Mario looks great. And then like I look at it, I'm like, oh, the new Odyssey and shit like that looks like a fucking movie. I'm like, Jesus Christ, why do people need graphics that good? I don't think people need graphics that good. The games that you play, it shouldn't be that good.
The games that I play?
Yeah. Graphics shouldn't be that good.
They're damn good.
You're fine with 720.
No. No.
But yeah, no, I'm having a ball. So I'm like I said, I'm investing hours into this game, and it's a lot of fun. So that's kind of my week. It's a lot relaxing. So I think this last week was more of a relax kind of week. I'll get back on track and try and get more videos and shit done. But that was kind of my what's new on that big ass 40-inch TV. Fucking sick playing Mario, dude. Oh man, fucking beat me in the Galaxy, baby. After that, next week probably my what's new is like I beat Bowser. Only took me 8 days.
Oh, fuck.
No, some of them it's like I can never beat this, and I put the controller on the ground. I'm like, and I go take a walk, and I come back. And I'm like, all right, let's see if we can do this. And I get it. I'm like, victory. Yeah, I'm dumb. Anyway, okay. Well, actually, I want to get into a topic, but before we do, I just want to say, like, I am irresponsible with games. I need to say that. Like everybody's like, oh, you should get a Switch. I'm like, I would get nothing done. Imagine if I like was going to work now.
You already have a Wii, which is like way behind in the times.
And I'm engulfed in this thing.
You would probably get Animal Crossing.
It's a popular one. I don't even get what that game is.
I don't even know.
It's like Sims.
Yes, it's like a RPG maybe.
Yeah, but it's not like an RPG. I do want to get like Final Fantasy.
Okay, sorry.
There's a new Final Fantasy.
It's not like remake. Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It's like exactly what you said. It's a simulation.
Yeah, it's like The Sims.
But with animals.
Yeah.
And they're crossing something. I don't know what they're crossing.
But yeah, I was like, dude, I guess like it's very good for me that the Switch is not available. because like I would just be like, I don't know, wouldn't get anything done. This show would not come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, even though the Wii is like old, and do you remember the Wii U?
I don't even know what that was.
No, I didn't either. That was a whole new console from Wii. Between
it was a new console?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It was the Wii, and then it's like Xbox One to Xbox 360.
Oh.
It's a whole separate thing. And then they came out with a Switch.
I remember seeing the commercials, and they're really weird.
Yeah, I remember seeing them. It's like, okay, so you can get a tablet to play your Wii? It's fucking stupid. No.
Oh, it was a tablet, huh?
Mm-hmm. It was like it was a whole new system. And I think I was like going through, like, they sold nothing because like people were so confused. The marketing for that, people were like, yeah, so it's just an extension to your Wii? No, I'm fine playing the Wii the way it is. Could you guys come up with something new? It's like, it is new. This is a whole new system. It's like, what?
Why'd you call it Wii U?
Well, it's like, they probably thought like, well, people do the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And PlayStation 4.
Why'd you call it U?
I mean, what's next? PlayStation 5?
So dumb. Why'd they call it a Wii and then why'd they call it a U?
I don't know. It didn't do well.
It's not a male goat. Or was it male sheep?
A Ute?
So that's what a U is.
A Utes? But yeah, that was one thing I was like going through. I'm like, oh, they came up with Wii U was a thing? And I'm like, nobody gave a shit. And then people are going gaga over Switch. So it's like Nintendo fucked up and probably was like, what did we do?
Where did we fuck up?
Yeah. And I think
spent millions on that shit and then just like
we are fucked. And then Switch comes out. No, yes. We're good. We're good now. We're cool. Yeah. Anyway, but let's get to some topics. What do you say?
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So this is one that was, okay. Bang, marry, kill. Let's just kick it off with one of those.
Oh, right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
Just right here.
So was it not that we're like a news podcast or whatever, but I was thinking about this. Strymon was teasing a pedal as they do. You know,
every pedal don't talk shit about Strymon, okay?
my boy Strymon teasing a pedal.
I have
some stock in Strymon.
I've invested heavily.
Yeah.
They're 2 flagship pedals.
Used that you bought.
Yeah, used.
Anyway, they were teasing a pedal, and then like people were like, oh man, they kind of come out with like, I don't know, a standalone phaser, a flanger, something. Well, I think they have a flanger. But whatever.
They have a flanger?
I think they do.
No, that's going to be inside of Mobius.
Yeah, I thought they did. I know either way, it doesn't matter. Okay. Keep going for your phone. Don't look it up.
I'm pretty much an expert.
Yeah. So,
not at all.
It turned out to be a compressor. They already had a compressor.
Yeah.
And then people were like, well, this is a different one. It's a MIDI, like, programmable compressor and boost. And it's like, you can have like 300 something or whatever presets on this thing. They already did this on the tone control. Talked about it. Who needs that fucking many, and why even say 300?
Yeah, one compressor.
Yeah, is one compressor too many? No.
Yeah, no. A lot of people don't even use them.
But yeah, it was just kind of a thing. I was like, guys, this is the most boring fucking thing that you guys could have. Like, god damn it, this is so boring.
Do they say what that's priced at? Like $400? Like they're
300 something. It's a lot.
Jesus.
350 maybe. But yeah.
But someone will buy that.
Yeah. No,
a lot of people will buy that. It's
obviously, it's a good pedal. And I think when like the Iridium came out, it's like, okay, like I was like, this is fucking boring. It's actually a good pedal. It sounds great.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm like, I think a lot of people were hoping for, they really, really, really want like a Helix killer, even though, okay, that exists. It's called a Fractal. They want Strymon to do that sort of thing. It's like, oh, put all your, because I guess Timeline and Big Sky are really old. I'm like, why did they do like a version 2 of those? And then I think also people talk about like, well, they still are good and they're still like a flagship. So like why change them?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was really boring. It was a compressor, and I'm sure it's a really great compressor. I watched some videos on it. I'm like, yep, sounds good.
I mean, everything they make is fucking great.
Yeah, it's good. It's like, okay.
But it's not everything you always need.
Yeah, it's like it was
I get that.
So boring, but compressors are useful. So it made me think of this Bang, Marry, Kill. So pedals that are super usable, but not the most. I hate this phrase, but I'll just use it for the sake of like they're not the most sexiest pedals. You know?
Yeah.
Think of like what's an attractive pedal. It's like a delay that does all this stuff, like like a multi-effects that does this stuff, like really crazy, drive pedal with understated design that you can charge a lot for. It's like those are like things that are popular now.
Yeah.
Or like a fuzz pedal with flanger on it. Oh,
fuzz and flanger.
We're looking at
you. Sound like shit.
We're looking at you, Walrus. So but those are like fun, kooky, crazy pedals. Oh, this is a fuzz that has 5 fuzzes in it. It's like, okay, we get it. It's like, it's just not. But there's a thing to be said that these pedals are super usable, or these type of effects. So, Bang, Marry, Kill. So, compressor, EQ, and a volume pedal.
Okay. Shit.
You can say all of them are super usable, and that we use them.
They're like all utility pedals.
They're not. Technically, I guess are they utility or are they effects pedals?
Not a volume.
So that's why they fit into this Bang, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
None of them are shitty, and they're all just kind of like
they're necessary, I guess. If
they do their job, that's all you want from them.
Yeah.
Don't fail me now. This is kind of a boring one, but I think it's interesting because they're all good when they are good.
Okay. All right. Is it my time to go?
Go for
my
it.
Time to shine?
Give it to me.
All right. So I would bang the compressor.
Mm-hmm.
I would marry the EQ. And I would kill the volume.
Yeah.
Because I don't fucking need a volume pedal.
Got one on the guitar.
Yeah.
I know. I get that.
I wouldn't fucking...
Why marry the EQ then?
I love EQ. I love EQing. I love being able to manipulate.
You have like...
I love the...
3... I think you have 3 EQ pedals, right?
Either 2 or 3. I don't...
You have the Boss one. You have the MXR one. Don't you have a DOD one?
You're right. I have 3 pedals.
3 multi-band EQ pedals.
Yes. And my favorite is the GE7.
Yeah, that you modded.
I almost said it's lovely. It's quite lovely.
It's quite lovely, isn't it?
It's brilliant. It's mental.
It's mental.
No, that's why I would say I would.
It's a magisterial performance of that that EQ.
All right, calm down. So I would marry.
Absolute. Sorry.
I would, because I use the compressor, but it's not all. I mean, I could do without it, but I love the way that the GE7, my modded one. Maybe that's why I'm a little biased, but
well, you like the other ones too.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah. I just like being able to fine tune the EQ because sometimes when I'm finding like moving between, let's say, a real amp and then moving to like a simulated amp. They're not the same.
They say they're the same, but they're not the same.
They're fucking liars.
They're fucking lying to me.
So I listened to it, I'll play back on the DAW, and I'm like, yeah, I need some more mid or some treble because it's like almost non-existent. It sounds like packing like this. I'm like, all right, well, I got to fucking adjust that shit. Yeah, so I would love EQ would be my number one.
Yeah, and like you said, compressor, you use it a lot for bass, but if it wasn't there, you wouldn't.
No. Definitely. I don't think I'd cry.
Okay, so I would go bang compressor.
Okay.
I would marry a volume pedal because I use volume pedals all the time. If I had a volume pedal with just a hot amp, I can get by.
Oh yeah.
Because I wouldn't even need a tuner because I have
you step it back.
We have the ever tune.
Shelve off your hot, your
I can
hot.
Yeah, the volume, roll it back, and I can get a clean whatever. And, I'm totally fine with that. I'm super comfortable doing that. I'm not comfortable using my volume at all. Like rolling down a volume, like not
on the actual guitar.
Yeah, to find the sound. Because I'm always like, oh, I missed it. Oh, you almost had it there. Oh,
got you $1.
Got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. It's like, that's how it is. And like, at that point, I'm like, I need to get back to strumming or picking. And I like can't change it at that point. So I'm very comfortable with my foot. And I think all my pedal boards have a volume pedal of some sort.
But it's like you're driving your car, but it's like you're driving your tone. You know,
you're driving your guitar.
I know it's kind of what I was saying, but
yeah,
kind of.
I knew where you were going. I was on the journey with you, but
cut it. Just cut it.
Anyway, and then compressor, super usable. Yeah. Actually, you can get. To me, that's the most effective one of them. Oh yeah, and then kill EQ. Yeah, I didn't speak for that. Kill the EQ because
you don't change anything. Right? No, it just you don't kick it on or off.
Get my amp to sound how I want, and use the amp's EQ, and then have a drive pedal to change that if I need it.
I think you need to check out the G7 that I modded. Okay?
Maybe because I don't ever play them. To me, that's the most boring one. Like to me, a volume pedal, I'm like, yes. I like that. That works for me. That's the most boring one I would say, and I would admit, and it's probably the most one that people can say, you have one on your guitar. I don't like to do that.
What would happen if you put, like, let's say the 3 EQ pedals that I own together?
I don't know. You boost some on one, but cut it in the other. It sounds exactly like you didn't plug into any of them.
Yeah, exactly.
You negate all the EQs that you cut and boosted with the other. That's so stupid.
I don't know. Would like a black hole be created? I don't know.
You get it. It just sounds like, what? There's no articulation at all.
What was that noise?
All you hear is just like
whisper.
Yeah. When you strum, you're like, what the fuck?
Just string noise and nothing else.
Yeah, kill the EQ because I'm like I can get that from an amp or whatever, and like I'm changing the guitar's voice. I'd rather have the guitar, speak for itself.
Well, my guitar to sing.
But I say compressor because it sounds. I love having compressor on bass. Totally evens it out because I can look at like even hearing the bass and in a mix or whatever. If I don't have EQ or that, if not EQ, but not having a compressor, it can get wild on you. It sounds like, oh, this bass note, like open E, wow, that just stands out as like, and then like hitting like A on that same the fourth string. I'm like, that's gone now. And then with the compressor, it kind of evens that out. So helps it sit in a mix better, and especially for live, you want everything to just sound as good as you can. And then when I was recording a clean guitar for a song, I was doing some just like light picking arpeggio stuff, and I couldn't get it to sound even, and so I just added a compressor in my Fractal.
You fucking cheater.
And yeah, all I did was click and save my compressor setting here and open it up. I'm like, oh, that it totally fit. It totally sounded good. I'm like, I did nothing. I just added a compressor. I'm like, yes, this works. That's that's what they're there for. That's what, because I would always hear, and I would like, the first pick note sounded so like I didn't even do it, and then the other one sounded like bing. Like the highest one sounded like we're here, and then nothing else. I'm like, I'm not picking so hard. I'm like, and then so the compressor, I'm like, that's what a compressor does. It makes the low notes sound louder and the high ones sound less. I'm like, you did your job. Whereas EQ, I use it a lot for, mixing and stuff. Shelving off low ends of, certain tracks or whatever. So it's a super usable effect.
Yeah.
Just not on a pedal board.
All
to
right.
me, I'm like, I think I do need to borrow one of yours, because I'm like in a mix, and when you're mixing your tracks or whatever, it does fix everything. The podcast I do every week, I shelve off some lows and kind of boost some of the mids.
You
and
want
stuff
those real deep ones to come through.
And then I do a master bus and EQ and stuff like that. I do it every week.
Yeah.
But it's the probably least usable guitar effect for me, because I never ever use an EQ pedal because there's an EQ on the amp. So I probably should give that a shot. I know that's something that like changing your EQ going into an amp can really affect it, and changing your EQ before and after pedals can totally do that. So I think it would be worth giving a shot. But as far as Bang, Marry, Kill, EQ, get out of here.
Jesus. All right.
All right. So let's do kind of I don't think we've done this before, because we've done color-coded pedal boards, like all color-coordinated ones. We've done the RGB pedal boards, but we haven't done the no-color pedal boards, the black and white.
Yeah.
The yin to the yang. So figured this is like pick a pedal board, 5 pedals, leave it at that. we're going to do one for guitar, one for bass. So that means you have to pick all black pedals. The other person has to pick all white pedals for guitar and bass.
Yeah.
So, if you can, because I've been seeing that too, where it's like people are getting like temple boards, or even getting, I think it's AWOL or whatever, does like powder coated pedal trains, and they look pretty slick.
You ruined my joke, but okay, cool. Just keep going.
Going AWOL or whatever.
No, I was just gonna talk about. Oh well, who gives a shit?
You keep fucking stole it, bro.
Can't set this shit up.
But I've seen that. It's like people are like, these are my stormtrooper pedal board or whatever, and it's like they look badass. It looks as cool as somebody who is doing a whole color coordinated like pink board or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so white and black. I had black for guitar, and then you had white for guitar. Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I said I would kill the volume pedal, so this doesn't really fit because my first one. Fuck. So. The Ernie Ball VP Junior, tuner and volume pedal. So they make them in white. Yes,
really? I thought they only did black, purple, and red.
Found one on Reverb.
No way.
Yes,
that's sick.
That was also another stipulation. It had to be. You couldn't just imagine this. Oh, I would do a custom pedal with this person.
They have to. Yeah,
it has to exist.
It has to exist because you could say like, I'm gonna commission Robert Keeley to make me a custom pedal. I'm like,
he doesn't give a shit about you.
If you give enough money, I'm sure they would. Okay, like, yeah, for sure, bro. But
yeah,
they have to be in the flesh, either be production models or if they did a limited edition run. Then that would work.
So I didn't see that it was a limited edition, but I did see one existed. So that's why I put it on my board.
That's sick. Damn, I need to check that out.
You already have.
I know.
If you were to buy any pedal, this would be the pedal you would buy, actually.
Yeah, because it's just talking about how much I love volume pedals.
It's two utility pedals in one.
The fucking most boringest pedal that you could come up with. Like, oh, fuck, man.
B-gals all over that shit.
What? This pedal's boring. Kind of does the same thing. That's just volume knob as your pedal.
Ring, ring. Woo! Call him up.
Here we go.
Here we go. And then...
don't talk to me or my son ever again.
So for overdrive,
I
got an Ibanez NTS. It's the new tube screamer.
Oh fuck!
Hell yeah,
that's tight. Yeah,
those are white.
Yes, that's sick. Okay.
I would want one of those.
I do too.
Already.
I love tube screamers.
So why wouldn't you want the new tube?
There's a tube in there. So yeah.
Yeah, because the regular tube screamer doesn't have a tube in it.
No,
this has a new tube.
Yeah, it does. That's pretty. I wonder. I haven't looked at those. The price was pretty ridiculous when they came out.
Yeah, I think they're still kind of up there.
Yeah,
I think they were close to 200.
So. Oh, really? I thought I was thinking more 3. Anyway, but that. Yeah,
okay.
Anyway,
and then for chorus / vibrato, the Chase Bliss warped vinyl.
Okay. Yeah.
Mark II. The Mark II is black. Or sorry, the Mark II is white.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking, what was it originally?
It was a brown.
I thought it was, or is it? I thought it was blue.
Well, this one that I found on Reverb.
Look here, motherfucker, it's white.
This one was white.
Cite your fucking sources. Yeah. Cite your fucking sources.
All right. Well, here's
no, you're good. You're good.
Here's the web address.
Yeah.
And then
www.fuckyou.
I can't find it.
.jpeg.virus.
You just make .jpeg.virus. You're just making shit up.
Yeah. Y'all, you're wild. You're crazy.
And then for delay, I'm gonna go with a DD500.
Yeah, there you go.
It's really, it's like a pearlescent white.
I love the DD500. It sounded great. No problems.
Yeah, and you can pull up just about any fucking delay any delay that you want.
I mean, you have a timeline, but I'm like 500. Yeah,
but the timeline's gray.
No slouch.
Fucked up
for the DD500.
No, definitely. And then for a reverb.
Okay.
The JHS spring tank.
Yeah.
I think that would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Just like a little...
Just a spring reverb.
Pretty simple. And that's one thing that's it's cool about JHS is they're like very simple.
What you get.
Yeah, simple controls on everything.
Yeah, I mean, I like spring reverbs, but I plates.
I could see you about to say like I like my reverb simple. You just gotta fix. You're trying to reword what you're trying.
Oh God!
You know me. I love my simple.
Lyin.
Yeah, I love to lie.
Yeah, pretty much. No,
you know me, man. I love to lie. It's my favorite pastime.
Oh man, yeah. No, I've always looked at those and always been like, that'd be kind of cool to have.
Oh, it's
got a tank on it.
A tank on it. Spring tank. I get it.
Oh, I get it. It's a tank and it's a spring reverb, and then they made spring tanks.
Get it, boys? Bring it on home.
Yeah. No. And also I couldn't find another white reverb pedal. No, there were others.
That's the leading part.
But that one's always stood out to me. That's why I kind of...
Yeah. And I think I didn't say it in the beginning, but we kind of want to make these boards cool and like usable. Like we would want to play them.
Exactly.
Which I guess that should go without saying, but yeah. Kind of with every one of these challenges, it's like you want to make it a board that you would like, I could play this. But yeah, no, that'd be good.
You know me, man. I'm a fucking liar.
I love to lie. Well, I had
what about your guitar?
I had the black guitar pedal board. So I am starting off with Full Drive 3. So I really dug my Full Drive 2, which had the JHS boost.
But this is the fucking 3.
So they kind of, I think one reason why JHS stopped modding them is because Full Drive came out with the 3, which does their mod pretty much, which was made their boost an actual clean boost. And made it independent, because like the Full Drive 2 was like, oh, the boost just really added more gain, which like, okay, there's no volume here, and that's kind of what you want with a boost, is like, oh,
a little bit of volume, to do your solos or whatever you're doing.
So it had everything that you liked about the Full Drive 2. So it had like the flat mids and stuff like that, the MOSFET, whatever, and then it was the independent boost with the presence control or whatever on it. So it's like independent, and I'm like, great, okay, cool.
Kind of like an amp distortion, or
no? It's just like it is a kind of a tube screamer mod, and it sounds great. I love the way it sounded. So it's Full Drive 3 is now black. So
all right, and not blue.
Mm-hmm.
So it works for this pedal board.
Totally. And I'm like,
that's
I already
the only reason.
Knew I would like it. So needed a modulation.
All right.
So I'm going Moog.
Ooh.
The Mooger Fooger 103, the 12-stage phaser. And those are buku dollars.
I believe it's pronounced Mugger Fugger.
The Mugger Fugger. Yeah, those, it's a hell of a,
How much are those, like 500?
I was looking at some and they were $600 to $700.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And yeah, Moog puts out good shit. So it would, it would sound great. So I think Johnny has some of those, right?
Oh yeah, he's got one.
He's probably not going to be like, yeah, can I borrow that? No.
In a past episode, I put that on one of the rigs we were doing, and I never looked at the price. But I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, they are big.
They're up there, and they're big unit too.
Yeah, and I love me some phases.
Oh yeah.
So as much as I say like I like only the Phase 90, that's my favorite one. But I'm like, there's a lot of really cool phasers out there, and like I said, I've tried Mutron stuff. Really dig that. No, it's also really expensive stuff. So I definitely would need a phaser, and that's kind of my modulation of choice. And then trem, which is I don't use it all the time, but this is one that I actually am borrowing from Johnny. Is the Love Pedal, the Babyface Tremolo. It's the mini guy.
Oh,
it has just kind of speed, and it has like a 3 wavelength choice. Sounds great. They do a lot of, or maybe they did 3 mini pedals. They have the Echo Baby, Pickle Vibe, and then the Babyface Tremolo. They're all great, but this one, the Tremolo one, is just black, says the name on white, and has 1 knob and a little 3-way toggle switch. Yeah, I totally get that, and it sounds great. So that would be
nice.
A little understated tremolo there, a little one guy. But I'm going to go whole hog on my delay pedal. I'm using that for the Empress tape delay.
Oh,
so it's a black one. So it's like tape delay. I'm definitely a big fan of analog, but tape is a really close second. It has a lot more options as far as, shitload of options as far as the tape delay goes. But tape could totally be used for what I do. And I'm like, even for slapback, I like tape. And then for kind of a longer solo-y, like ambient type shit, I can get away with the tape delay. And that Empress is like, they put out really good stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That was, definitely played that one at NAMM. It's really cool pedal. And it looks nice. I think that one is black with gold accents on it. So it's a little classier,
Yeah, I think I played that one too also.
Mm-hmm. And then, a family favorite here. The Tone Jerks family, the Familia, is the MXR Reverb.
Oh, yeah.
Great. So, black pedal has like 6 different reverbs that all sound great. You get some simple ass, subtle ass reverbs, and you can get a little more spacey type stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I forget I have that one.
I know, I should borrow that from you.
That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking I should probably play it.
I need to take that and put it next to my Big Sky and be like, I love you both.
I got all my reverbs covered.
Yeah. In the Big Sky. I put the reverb back on the shelf.
Yeah.
MXR. But I'm like, as I was writing this out and researching, I'm like, man, that would be super, I would be super stoked on that. But bass. So this is another one that's like, okay, you and I both play, bass in punk rock bands. And so we would want to make a usable bass board. What would you have? I'm going to go for one that is white, and you have to go for one that's black.
All right. So I'm going to go with a TU3 Waza. Why the fuck not?
Spoiler, I'm doing a TU3.
Just a
the white one. Yeah.
White. Oh,
spoiler.
Man. So,
Boss tuner. You can't fucking beat Boss. And I'm like, I do want a Watercraft one just because.
Yeah, because it's black.
Yeah. Like, no fucking
Aren't
reason.
they really expensive?
Yes.
Like, ridiculously?
I don't think ridiculous, but it's like, when you can get
fucking tuner,
when you get TU2s for fucking cheap and everybody just throwing those away.
Yeah, they're like 40
they last
or 50
forever.
Bucks.
Yeah, they last forever. Mine is probably one of the first pedals I bought in high school. Still fine. Still no problem. And so like you would get that used.
Yeah.
It'll last forever. Anyways.
So a GE7B.
Yeah.
So I saw one in Australia on Reverb.
Yeah.
That was black. So
really?
Yeah. So I've seen them where they're like a darker gray than the regular one.
Yeah.
And then I've seen them brown for the bass. So the darker version of like the regular guitar one, I've seen them in like a darker gray.
Yeah, I remember Boss did like a brown series.
But there's
for
brown, but there's an Australian one that's like black. And I'm like, fuck yeah. For this fucking, I'm gonna ruin Brian's game. It's gonna be great. So here's one that's black.
That's cool. Yeah. That'd be maybe worth looking into. But it's coming from Australia. It's probably like an arm and a leg just for shipping.
$40 for shipping.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then you can't do dark bass pedals without doing dark glass.
Come on, Dad. Get out of here.
So the dark glass, the hyperluminal, which is like a compressor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, and it's like a shitload of features.
We talk about them all the time. All dark glass shit sounds
great.
Good. Like that booth was like, it's all killer. Even if you're playing the Dingwalls that I'm like, this is not familiar to me at all, but I'm like, these pedals sound great.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do a Soul Food, but the bass version is black.
Yeah.
I probably should just get that. They're like $50.
Yeah. And I wonder what that would. It has a blend knob on it for clean.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I might have to get one. Maybe do the mod that I did on mine. They're not very expensive. Probably should just do it.
You don't need it at all.
I didn't know it existed before,
before
30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And then the Mesa Subway DI. So Mesa makes a bass DI.
Mesa does?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I didn't look up any features. I just was like, oh, that's from Mesa. It's black.
It's a DI?
It's DI. It's going to be, it's a preamp. So it's fucking dope. There's a shitload of knobs on it, and I probably should have looked them up, but.
Yeah. I mean, all Mesa shit is good. Mesa pedals are good. They don't get talked about a lot.
No.
I'm sure it's like everybody's just talking about the amps.
Yeah. Well, which are also dope.
Yeah, which are great. Yeah.
So that's my list.
Yeah. So,
what's your white pedal board look like?
Yeah. For bass, I already said the TU3 for tuner, because why not?
Yeah.
It's white. I guess I could have gone Polytune. It's fine. But nah, TU3, we're keeping with that. Doing a MXR bass comp.
Okay.
It's a good.
It's good.
Yeah, I still
have one.
I still have mine. And it sounds great. It works. I love the little light indicator to show you the gain.
It's got a little meter on there.
Yeah, gain reduction, stuff like that. It's just white, black lettering, kind of like MXR, how they do with the, like, oh, here's, the name of the pedal on the pedal. And then I hate to go like all like bass pedals, but I'm like, this one totally fit the need. The Aguilar, the amp company, they have the chorus, the bass, their bass chorus pedal.
All right.
So, Aguilar, they make their, bass effects and stuff like that. And I'm like, of course, it totally would work, especially if it's meant for bass.
Yeah.
Because I had a hard time finding bass or even chorus pedals that aren't blue.
Yeah, they're all fucking blue.
They're all blue. Blue is the...
MXR does 2 blue chorus pedals.
Yeah.
I think even Boss does 2 blue chorus pedals. One's for guitar, one's for bass.
Yeah.
And they do the brown one, which is brown.
Yeah. And then Julia is kind of bass is blue. I guess you could have found it's black, I guess.
You could have found the Black Friday one, but in the shitty graphic you hate.
Yeah. And it's just like, okay, but yeah, I was like, okay, Aguilar, it's just white. Just a white pedal.
Yeah.
Black lettering, Aguilar, here's your bass chorus. Bye.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, of course. Aguilar's great. They make some really good shit, but it's like they have a different market where it's more like kind of towards like professionals, and as far as like
I guess it's like
what the hell? Why am I blanking? It's session players. Duh. That's kind of like like them and market based kind of remind me of that. You don't see a whole lot of like rock punk bands playing Aguilar, even though they totally could. I wonder why. That's like, I guess, marketing wise.
I've never played an Aguilar amp.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because I'm a piece of shit.
Piece of shit. That's what you're saying.
Because I'm not a session professional player at all.
Yeah, and I think that's where they're marketing towards, which is weird. Well, they session player for Angels and Airwaves. He's a session guy, and he's an Aguilar player. And I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Huh.
But I mean, Angels and Airwaves, like they're all playing fractals, and that guy has like he's kind of like
he's the only guy with an amp
noodling. Like he like has his no. The way he plays, he looks like a session player on stage. I'm like, dang. I guess that totally fits because he's just doing what I'm paid for.
Yeah,
like just play bass, and we'll see you after the set. He's on stage.
Like he's
on stage with them.
Hey man, I'll see you after the game.
Yeah,
I am the game.
Yeah, I was thinking another pedal that is always fun to play on bass that I don't use all that often. I was thinking
that's also white.
Yes, I was thinking of a fuzz, but I'm like, I also would never use that pedal. So I'm doing the Mad Professor Snow White Ottawa, so I can get
Jesus.
Yeah, just some like
wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Could also have done like the Dunlop. Bass wah, but
I've
already did MXR, so I don't want to double dip. But yeah, Snow White, Ottawa.
I double dipped with my TU3 and the Boss.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Boss G7.
We have different principles here.
Some of us like to make entertaining shit.
Mm-hmm. So the chorus would be more usable than the Ottawa, but it would still be fun. One that is I feel like I'm cheating a little bit here. I get the EHX Battalion. Bass preamp DI. That one,
yes.
The pedal is white.
But the graphics like blue.
With a sticker on it.
Yeah, it's like...
That's what it looks like.
Square stickers.
With like a bunch of graphics on it. It looks like it's from like a 90s...
It's like from the Tron... it's like from Tron.
Yeah, I was going to say like a 90s like math textbook. Like, math is fun.
Yeah. Oh, sick. Look at all these people doing math.
Bass preamps are fun. Yeah. We have an XLR. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Your sound guy's going to love it.
Oh, sick. Let me think about my sound guy for a second. Don't give a shit.
Yeah. So I feel like it's a little bit cheating there. But the base of the pedal is white. And it's like, okay.
It's the background.
Yeah.
It's the base color.
Yeah. And then they put
it. Yeah. It's a black and teal graphic.
I'm going to get away with it. So anyway, that's totally usable. I guess besides the Ottawa. But yeah, this is fun. These are always like a fun little challenge. But let's get out of here. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. So before we head on out of here, just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. We love you for it. If you like the show, you can follow along on social media. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks, and we have a Facebook group. Just search the Tone Jerks and you will find it. And if you could, I would love you for it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search the Tone Jerks. It's the one that the podcast is on, and also the videos and demos that I do. I just really want to get to 100. So
that's your only goal in life.
That's my goal in life, to get to 100 subscribers. Because we're also, I'm posting cool shit on there. Eventually, Kyle's going to make an appearance on there.
I mean, let's not jump the gun.
Don't hold
here.
your fucking breath, okay? But if you really like us, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month,
$2, man,
2 cartoons.
Boom, 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 boom.
For $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week.
Sorry,
you get an extra episode every week for $2. Just for supporting the show. We want to say thank you. Give you a sizable acknowledgement. Give you a shout out. Kyle's got a list of names you're going to give it to me. Bye.
All right, we have Andrew Walsh, Adam Rohr from the Let 'Em Hear podcast, Doug King, Doug Gann, Doug Christ, Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Aaron Taylor, Nicholas Ogburn, Nicholas Payson, Colin Smith, Jason Fuzzmonger, Joe from Like My Pedals.
This should be the background.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to get that in there. Will and RJ from the Just Surprise Me podcast. Rom Yorn, Jamie Davis, Jim Bowers, Johnny Ray.
I thought you were going to change these names around.
Yeah, I fucking lied.
I thought you heard me when I say I love to lie.
Yeah, I love it.
Since I'm back. These things need to shape up around here.
I'm back!
the jerk lounge here.
All right.
The bitch is back on the boulevard. You know what I'm saying? We're shaping shit up.
So let me try next. It's a big ordeal too. There's a bunch of names, and it's about a bunch of writing. And, I'm not really good at any of those.
Reading your own name, and you wrote it on grid paper.
Yeah, you better fucking believe it.
Why would you write it on?
I don't know. It's what was available.
Yeah. But next time we need to get a crayon and write it on construction paper.
And then paste everything together. Just
ransom note style.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that wouldn't be easy at all to read.
We just get a bunch of magazines.
It's clip. Oh, my God. We run out of ease so fast.
You buy them instead of just getting recycled ones or ones out of the trash. Anyways, read the names, yeah.
Yeah. Steve Mike. Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum. Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars. Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast. Brett Alexander. Alvaro Viramontes. Digger from Fatfoot Effects. Brian from Nutter Guitars. Leon from Pelican Noise Works. It's
a hype beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Sean Fahey, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig, Zach Hale,
woo,
and Eric Merrill from YouTube. Look him up.
YouTube fame.
He's he's doing it, man. He's awesome.
All right, let's get on out of here.
Let's get out. Thanks, guys, so much.